Good morning and welcome to the Mike Show for Tuesday, June 16, 2024, 26, 58 degrees at 7:28 a.m. and I am your host, Va Kamal, and I'm a sinner. And I'm powerless and my life is unmanageable. Humility and gratitude are the keys to life. It's always today, it's always now. My life is not my own. My will not be done. There's no reality but God. And the only thing we have to do today is die. So how are we going to live today? And I hope and pray I can live from my heart, a life based on faith and not fear. Oh boy, it's terrific Tuesday. There's a Beba girl out in the alley. I think it's Gracie. There's the princess, and there's Max. I got 2 cups of coffee in me and a little bit of yoga stretching done. Oh boy, it is a beautiful, beautiful late spring morning in this bucolic Dorf I call home. And Elsie's looking ever so beautiful there. And I just wish I had my SLR camera and could get some more pictures of her, some better pictures of her than I can get with this thing that I'm using now, which I think is going to hell, which has been going to hell, this so-called smartphone. It's always hot now, and I'm pretty sure that's a sign that the battery's going to hell. But ever since, it's a miracle, or I don't know if it's a miracle, but it just seems like ever since I had this thing paid off, it's gone downhill fast. Look at Elsie. Look at that beautiful lady. Oh, Elsie. Oh, Elsie. What a pretty girl you are, honey. Yeah. What a pretty girl. Anyway. Oh, boy. Had all kinds of birds singing when we first came out here. Now it's quieted down. There were cardinals and robins, chickadees, blue jays. Spireas still hanging in there in places. We can smell the flowering, or no, the Russian olive. Look at, here comes Gracie. Gracie! Oh, we gotta round them up. There's the princess, there's Gracie. Oh boy. So anyway, who was yesterday's thumbnail? I cannot for the life of me remember. But that's not unusual. Once your brain starts getting soft and just does nothing but get softer, despite my efforts to work on puzzles and learn new things, once it starts going, it goes. Mostly the short term. Anyway. Oh yeah, so we'll go on with what we did yesterday, which wasn't much. We waited around all day till after 5 for a package to come from FedEx that we had to sign for. And when it got here, I talked with the driver and I said, I know it's not your fault. And we had a nice chat about it. But she said, yeah, it just don't make no sense the way they do things. All I got was a notification that, it would be delivered by 8 p.m. And just operated all day long with the thought that, yeah, if I run to the store for 10 minutes, that'll be the time they come by, and then it'll be another 2 or 3 days before I can hook up with them again to get the package. Look at that, Gracie. Gracie! She said, yeah, it makes no sense the way they assign deliveries that have to be signed for. But they have some kind of system, and it was basically a save 12 cents here but lose $100 there thinking, you know. Look at Else. It's probably just a touch of lung cancer. Couple aspirin, I'll be fine. Look at her. You are looking good, lady. You're looking real good. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, honey. What did you hear? So anyway, that was the day. We read to the cats last night and watched an episode or two of a British series from the late 1970s and early 1980s called The Sandbaggers. Oh, yeah. After we got our package, we ran to Meijer to get some cat treats and some burger. I did make egg salad yesterday. I'm going to have that today for lunch. Gracie's taken off somewhere. She minds like a cat. Anyway, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to grab another cup of coffee. Welcome back, and I don't really mean that. And I didn't mean it when I said good morning either. That princess is still sitting in that chair, that old favorite chair that we've had since the late 1990s when we worked at Alpina Furniture. And that chair came in damaged, and I bought it at a discount price for the cats, and they enjoyed it for the years. Probably 28 years we've had that chair. Mischief and Rascal and Stu first enjoyed it, then Blackie, Sagey, and Else, Tony, and Mama Margie, and Max, and Gavin, and Chloe, and Mikey, Autumn, Samuel, Sullivan, Little Margie, and if I'm missing anybody, forgive me. And anyway, that reminded me, yesterday's thumbnail was our beloved Samuel, Elsie's brother, our Poppy. We called him Poppy. Tammy, he had a bunch of nicknames, but he was a love. And Elsie and him were brother and sister. There were 3 of them that summer that showed up around here. I don't know what happened to the third one. That was in the summer of 2008. And I caught Elsie in September of that year. Her and Sam were both inside eating. And Sam I didn't catch, but he lived out on the streets for 8 years before we were finally able to catch him in the spring of 2016. And after he was neutered, he became the most loving, kindest soul you would ever imagine. He really captured my heart. What they say, Dr. Greenfield called it, he imprinted on me. And he was a sweet, sweet boy. And I can't say enough good about him or how much I miss him. And after we lost him in September of 2023, Labor Day, all Mikey and Sullivan and Max started picking on Elsie. And I don't know what was up with that, but anyway, look at that sweet girl. Yeah, yesterday's thumbnail was Sammy. Oh boy, you going on the move? Is it time to go have some breakfast, honey? You want to go get some breakfast? She's probably going to try and get a drinky off the top of that bucket. If there's any water there, she likes to drink that. Rainwater or dew or whatever. Anyhow, another little break. Here we are back again. We just did a farmer carry. There's about 50 pounds of weight in each of those buckets. And I picked them up and walked back to the alley and back with them. To the 8 billion of you who do not tune in on a regular basis, I mentioned the Weigela bloomed. First comes the apple tree, then the lilacs. There's not much left of them. What do we got down there? That looks like Weigela. Not much smell there left there. And then there's the Weigela. After that, the flowering linden will be blooming. The dogwood has bloomed. That's viburnum over there. Oh boy. So anyway, I gotta go try and round up the girls. I saw they're over that way. And it's time to get them home. It's time to get them home. And we are back again. We got all the loves inside. We gave them their morning treat. And there's that Mackie. There's that Mackie. And there's that Gracie. Coke's over there on the Betty Bye on Autumn's bed in the living room. And I don't know where Ruthie is. We're plugging away on a kettlebell workout. Writing checks to pay some bills. There's the princess. Oh boy. Yeah, and I just discovered I wrote a check and I forgot to transfer money on it, so it's probably bounced. Oh well. Oh well. Our gruel is cooking. So yeah, we're making a plan for today, and a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. There's our gruel. Cold, thin, and watery, just the way we like it. And of course it is none of those things, but it makes for a better story. So we'll just put that off to the side and let it fester for a few minutes. Most cooks like to let things simmer. I like to let them fester. There's just something so much less appetizing about that word. I don't know why. And we are back again. Short of breath. Just about halfway through our kettlebell workout. And we're going to do some accounting. Eat our gruel. And head to the power company and the post office to pay some bills. Come home and regroup. Probably head out to the vet's office to pick up some food. Take some stuff to the DPW. The lawn needs mowing, but I saw a few forget-me-nots blooming out there yet. So there's no point in cutting the lawn until maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Because I let those flowers grow till they're all done blooming, and then I cut them down. Because their life is so short. So I let them enjoy all the sunshine and warm weather they can. Oh, we moved the computer back to the living room last night. And I think that's partly why I slept a little better. Because I have been falling asleep on the floor out here. And waking up in the wee hours and moving over to the bed, which doesn't make for a very restful or comfortable night's sleep. Oh boy. Anyway. We ordered some tires for our grocery getter bike yesterday as well. Found the exact same models that came on the bike. We got that bike in September, I believe, of 2013. And that's how long those tires have lasted. There's still tread on them, but they're dry rotted and they're blowing out tubes through the sidewalls when you pump them up with air. So anyway, I think that's all we got. So from the cold gray ashes and coals of my cold black heart, my broken, beaten, battered, bruised, bloody, burdened, empty, hollow, cracked, shattered, hopeless, forsaken, forlorn, bitter, angry, tired, resentful, twisted, convoluted, confused, grieving, happy, and grateful soul. Piss off. Happy, terrific Tuesday, and thanks for not tuning in.